Bodyweight Tabata 2.0 has 3 main goals. This is a rapid fat loss cardio workout, full body core training, and it uses the world famous Tabata protocol, high intensity interval training, or HIIT. You'll be done in 20 minutes. You can do it anytime, anywhere. Now this is a progression on Bodyweight Abs 1.0. So be sure to do that one first. Make sure it's effortless. Repeat it as many times as you have to get to the point where you can do it effortlessly before you move on to this one, because it is a little bit spicier, okay? So get ready for that. Now, nice built-in warm-up. Gets harder as you go through the workout. You're done in 20 minutes, anytime, anywhere. Be sure to make your post-workout report in the comment section below. There's an instructional portion first, moving right into a follow along, and you can just scroll to the follow along in future repeat uses. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and get after this workout today. All right, the sprinter stretch, man, this one is near and dear to me. We're gonna use a slant board with the toes elevated. Let's check that out quick. And now, why am I doing this? It's gonna drive more range of motion through my ankle and really stretch my calves. Now, I'm gonna show the dip bar option. The wall I'll show as well, but I'm showing this because this gives you unique leverage that I think maximizes the hip flexion and extension benefits. So you'll see what I mean here. I'm gonna lean into it, and again, I've got this ability, so when I'm here, using my shoulder support, see what happens, like if I'm here and loose, now look at my leg. As I support, I get more extension and I get more leverage to kind of push against that and really drive the hip into the capsule, okay? So here's where the magic happens. We're gonna start here, and then we're gonna do a exhale up through the mouth and get that knee as high as you can to the chest. And you can see what I can do here? I'm pushing in, and now I get more flexion at the hip and more range of motion through the ankle. And again, it's supportive enough that I can work on it. I can talk to you and do this, all right? If you did this in space, this just wouldn't happen. Now, inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up, and I get that big stretch. Here's the wall option, still good. Get as much of a lean as you can into it, and again, the goal is to get that heel down, and then from there, really just push out and push your shoulder blades as far away as you can. Mobilize the shoulders too. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, and then I start nice and slow. Do a little iso hold, now watch. Swing, get a nice good hip swing going, hip flexion, extension, and every time I power back and extend, see that dynamic mobility at the ankle? I love this exercise, and that's why we're starting this workout this way. The best way to learn the lunge is from the ground up. Now you add a heels elevated slant board, allows us to get more range of motion through the hip and the knee, and also more low quad stress. This VMO muscle, man, if it's not popping, all right, these knees are at risk. All right, so we lock it in. Now start with the stick to self-assist. Exhale up, pause for 1 or 2 seconds, inhale down. Now how do we progress this? We add a seesaw nature, but again, think about being in a tiny house with a low ceiling. Stay low, step forward, inhale back. You can get rid of the stick, pause for 1 or 2 seconds, back toe stability, come right through. Oh no! In that tiny house. Do the best you can, and get ready for some real sizzle. All right, so now we're in the side plank, and what we did here is we went from the normal position with the arms in front of the face or at eye level, and then we're just gonna spin them, internally rotate the shoulders, and that's gonna allow us to do this, which is transfer side to side. I'm showing you the easy version right now, but you can even start that on the first round. Why not? It's gonna allow you to better look. Like if you go too hard, see where the hips will end up being. But if I have the light load, or I can warm up into it, look how much distance I get from the floor from my obliques, and that's what's really happening here. We are fucking frying the obliques. Now, I can add a leg raise here, abduction, to get the lateral hip rotators. Inhale across, exhale up on the clamshell or lift. Now, we make this harder by straightening the legs, and again, straight line head through feet. I'm going to exhale away to side plank, and then one smooth move. Let that hip into full abduction. I'm gonna roll all the way back to the other side and really pull those shoulders down and back. Get that hip lift, right? Get that hip lift. Push up and ice pick the floor, and then bring it up, bring it down, and roll right back. I'm melting, and it'll make you melt too, sexually. A complex is where you take 2 or more skills and combine them together for metabolic elevation, all right? Here we're taking the skater jump and the shuffle, making them one metabolic massacre, smoking the hips and getting the cardio up in a big way. So we can start with the skater step, right? Where back toe is touching, bends ankles, knees, and hips, get low. Exhale across, inhale through the nose to the belly to recover. And get harder by picking up the leg. But you'll do a skater jump, back and forth. Exhale, shuffle. Inhale through the nose to recover. Now the key in the shuffle, right? Don't let them touch or click or cross. You gotta maintain some separation. So, like that. And here's how it looks combined. This one's gonna heat you up in a real way. Get it. I design these workouts and I forget that I actually have to do them and show them. I'm dying right now. We're back to the side plank. We're rolling side plank. Now, the key here is, right, we did the abduction to get the outer hips. Now we're gonna do the inner hips or adductors or groin with the inside leg lift. So I'm going to exhale across, and then I'm gonna drive this into hip flexion and push away from the ground to create that space, right? So I could be here, and I can still get some benefits, but if I'm up here, lock that out, boom. It's like a running position almost, right? But anyway, we're here, lift it. I just showed you something that's coming, didn't I? And then we get that inside leg, and I could add movement here and start swinging, but for now, we'll get there. Just focus on this and rock it out. We've done the stationary run. We use a 4-4 rhythmic breathing. 4-step. Inhale through the nose to the belly. 4 steps. Smooth exhale through the mouth, or for as long as the steps are covered. It's a juicy exercise, all right? Uncle Baby goes a little bit heavy on the beard oil, all right? Puts a stank on it. Now listen, here's how we do this. Here we go. We're gonna do a 4-4 again, but now we're going low and focusing on speed and turnover. So look at these beautiful little feet. On the balls of the feet. 4. All right, so it's a faster version of that, but what I'm gonna do is mix between that and the, so the breathing is 2. All right, so it's power to strength. This is gonna really blow up the lungs and the diaphragm, but the cardio metabolic is off the charts. Do it today. The hollow body runner, amazing exercise for the core. Now we did the basic version last month, review X1 for those mechanics. The biggest thing to take away is we gotta have that lower back flat to the floor, okay? We want the shoulders to lift, and we wanna keep the knees tucked to the chest and create some tension in the pelvis. Why not? We're here, let's do it correctly. Squeeze in and create some activation of the pelvic girdle, and then I'm locked in. Now, here's where we start. I'm going to inhale out through the nose and try to drive. See that extension I'm trying to drive? I can even point the toes, I really want to get crazy with it. Look at my feet, I can mobilize the ankles. All right, but anyway, I'm gonna exhale back and then switch sides. Extend and flex, so extend and flex, opposites. Try to pull the toes to the shin, and come right back. Make it harder, why not? And now go overhead. And now the spinal stabilization goes to a whole nother level. You're gonna hate this exercise, but it's gonna change your life, so you're gonna do it next. The double jab is the equivalent of a 1.5 repetition in strength training. Here's an example. If I'm doing a press, I would lower all the way down, press halfway up, go back down, then go all the way up. That's 1 repetition. Applying it to a jab looks like this. So I punch all the way out, I come back halfway, go right back out again. It's a way to really throw off the timing or rhythm of an opponent. If you're doing sparring, from a conditioning standpoint, it's a great pulsing, fast twitch exercise that'll test you in a big way. So I think you'll really enjoy this. Now, you max it out by using the band, because the band not only gives you resistance going out, but it pulls you back in faster to increase the turnover and speed of your punches and also power on the resistance end. But go light. You don't want too heavy of a band, so you're struggling and muscling the punches. So here's what it looks like. All the way out, back, back. All right, have some fun with that. You can start slow and build up the speed. If you want to still mix in single jabs, and then some double jabs you can. But this exercise really increases the intensity, requires more focus, and it's a great way to mix up the jab. This is the foundational punch. Guess what's coming up next? The triple jab. But you have to wait. So right about now you're like, why does Uncle Big Biscuits do this to me? Because look at me. We are dripping right now. This is the 10th movement, and by the way, you gotta do another version of it, another round of it. And I know some of you definitely got challenged in the first month, but you're like, wow, we're getting spicier, and that's what this is all about. Constant progression, but micro, so we don't overload the system, and we can do it for a long time. Here we go. We're taking that plank, and you know the mechanics. Review the next one. Ice pick, push the shoulder blades away from each other, and then I want you to, don't do this like we did blocking in the past, get wide enough to allow about hip width, so I can start doing an exhale out, inhale back, exhale out, keeping the hips and shoulders square. Same thing with the legs. Lift, exhale up, inhale down, and then we go opposite arm leg. Keeping the hips and shoulders square. Try to extend and reach out if you can. Get some hip extension into it. And back, all right? Don't tell me home workouts aren't legit. You can't say it! Push-up walkout, baby. What do we got? Let's wake up the core and hip shoulder stabilizers. I can stop here, I can stop here. Ideally, we want to get out to full range of motion with the arms fully extended. Hey, get that big nose down there, Aaron boy, and then walk it all the way back, all right? Now, I can also, that's going to be more stretch hips and hamstrings. If I want to, I can start from a bear crawl position, which is the bear walkout. That's what we're doing today. Some more quad engagement also kind of helps get the ankles, knees, and hips, also feet and toes mobilized for squat prep. So, inhale out. Exhale back to bear crawl. Quads will be quaking, but still an amazing abs exercise. The most important combination in boxing is a two-punch combo known as the 1-2, or the jab into the cross. The jab sets it up, and the cross is the power punch that can change the way people feel about you or change people's lives long term, okay? Awesome, powerful combination, super metabolic, especially when you add some speed to it. And you can also add a heavy bag if you want to increase the intensity. Here's the main focus, right? We break it down first. You first learn how to jab. When you jab, the weight shifts from the front to the rear foot. When you throw a cross, the weight shifts from the back to the lead foot. And the goal here is pivoting feet, rotating hips. So 1, 2. Start slow. I always say, dial that switch down to about 25% speed. 1, 2. You can use a mirror if it helps. 50% speed is like this. 75, full speed. All right, and there's speed, which is getting it in and out quick, and there's power. See the difference? My breathing was versus, all right? So the breathing drives this. You exhale on each punch, you inhale through the nose into the belly to recover between punches, all right? Simple drill, so many benefits. It'll take years to master, but it's also one of those combinations you can quickly pick up. And again, you get miles out of this combo from a conditioning and an overall fitness standpoint. Do it today. The T push-up. Works your core in all 3 planes of motion. Now, how do you increase the challenge on this exercise? Well, one thing, lock the feet together and squeeze the legs together. Smaller base of support, right? So more challenge from a stability standpoint, as I have to kind of roll like this. Now I can also exhale up, lift the leg, work the abductors or lateral hips. Break it down one step at a time. Really want to make this hard. Fight for it, all right? Super hard exercise, do the best you can. Be careful, you might fall back. Maybe do it on a padded mat. But again, start by breaking it down, roll over, lift the leg, reset. Plyo comes down the road. But I do want to show you guys anything's possible with enough consistency, determination, and craziness. Now you know Uncle Baby can two-step, but we're doing a three-step runner like we did last month, but I got a little tweak. We're gonna add a lunge and get more hip and thigh recruitment. So here we go. Little bit of shift in the breathing, so bear with me here. We start in the balanced lunge position, opposite arm, nope, see that, right? Correct, head over foot. Nope, come all the way back. Use your obliques and core to pull you back in, idiot. You do this for a living. All right, lock it in, and then I'm gonna inhale down through the nose into a nice good lunge. Exhale up, all the way through, I exhale through, and then I inhale down, balance her off, step off and stay square. So keep it slow still. Eventually you can speed that up, but we're bringing that lunge into it. I'm getting kind of horny.
Go. Halfway. Rest. 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 Halfway. Rest. Go. 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 Halfway. Rest.